CHAMPS Sports Network is presented by Lawrence Technological University. You can play sports at the next level. Go to LTURecruitYourself.com today. State Champs Game Time Live is also brought to you by the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Catholic High School League is the largest Catholic sports league in the U.S., with 33 private high schools located throughout Southeast Michigan. Specs at LTU. Learn more about the one-year Media Arts Certificate program by logging on to ltu.edu/specs. Turn Into is the proud sponsor of the State Champs Softball Player of the Year Award.
And welcome to the campus of Eastern Michigan University, where Game Time Live brings you the Bishop Division Catholic League Finals, along with my broadcast partner, Kenzie Long. My name is Sean Belegian. Kenzie, let's get right to it. Lots of excitement heading into this one, including a turning to Player of the Year candidate.
Yes, I mean, I can't wait to see this game. This is a game led by Caitlin Plazzi on the mound, and she's close to 300 strikeouts this year. She has just been unhittable, and she's just doing a great job pounding the zone and making sure that she stays away from her walks, and that's something that she really grew in from last year.
And for Divine Child, hey, not to be undone, there's a reason why they are here. They have a pretty good one and an Oakland commit as well.
Yeah, Jessica Nelson, I mean, she's been great too. Earlier this year, they played, and she had 10 strikeouts against them. And again, she's a pitcher that's going to lead them and has a chance to dominate on the mound again today.
Really looking forward to this one. So glad you could join us. Thanks for inviting us into your phones, your computers, whatever the case may be. We'll have first pitch next here on the State Champs Network.
If playing college sports is your dream, don't wait for a college coach to find you. Recruit yourself. At Lawrence Tech, we're looking for student athletes. LTU competes in the NAIA with 24 varsity sports and athletic scholarships. Explore new degree programs like sport management, where sports meets cutting-edge education. Visit LTURecruitYourself.com and just fill out the questionnaire. It's that easy. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
And welcome to the campus of Eastern Michigan University. This is Varsity Field. So glad you could join us. Some fantastic Catholic League action as Divine Child takes on the Marlins from Mercy. My name is Sean Belegian. It is a pleasure to be with Kenzie Long here today. Kenzie, an intriguing matchup to get things started out here in Ypsilanti.
Yeah, this is a matchup that is going to be one that we want to see on the mound right now. We have two phenomenal pitchers, two of the best pitchers in the state going at it, and two that had played each other and both had 10 strikeouts last time. So this is going to be a great matchup on the mound.
And I'll tell you what, folks, I know it says May 19th on the calendar. This is more like March 19th, Kenzie, right? About a little March 19th going on right now. Yeah. Certainly a little chill in the air. The wind seems to be blowing in, maybe, just maybe. That'll keep some of the balls in the park. But certainly the ladies are going to have to dress a little bit warmer this afternoon.
Yeah, and I'm excited that there is wind blowing in. Obviously, that's a bummer for the hitters, but with a matchup like this, when you have two phenomenal pitchers on the mound, it's going to be importance in defense. And so with 190 down the line, like you said, maybe the ball will stay in the park.
Yeah, maybe it will. Of course, Mercy in that sharp-looking gray jersey, those yellow socks. Divine Child coming in with a classic look. Boy, I love those striped socks. I'm not, as the kid cam shows you exactly what we're talking about right there. That is a classic look, and hey, what more could you ask for? What should be a pitcher's duel.
Yeah, but there's some really good hitters on both sides and some hitters that have been consistent throughout the year. And so, again, you have, Jessica Nelson, the pitcher on Divine Child, is a phenomenal hitter, has 10 home runs on the year. But you have players on the other side like Evelyn Miller and Sophia Chapman and Charlie Lambert and Lauren Miller, who actually had 2 hits against Jessica Nelson. That they're going to be some balls put in play as well.
And you're going to have to elbow me probably, I would say, every other pitch to remind me that it's 3-2. The count starts at 1-1. So you're going to, don't mind me, to the listening audience out there, if you hear, ooh, because that's going to be Kenzie elbowing me. That's going to be an adjustment for all of us. So let's get that out of the way right now, shall we?
Yes. And that 1-1 count makes this game unique because, again, like we keep talking about with this being a pitcher's duel, is that's going to be something that the hitters that they've worked on all year that they got to adjust to. You can't really take a strike because now all of a sudden you're down 1-2.
Of course, the starting pitcher, you touched on her earlier. You see her right there. Center in the kid cam, number 16, Caitlin Palazzi. Going to Alabama, correct?
Yeah, she's up for our Player of the Year, State Champs turning to Player of the Year, and she is just a force on the mound. She has over 290 strikeouts already in 120 innings this year, and she's a player that is just dominant. She's had a perfect game with all strikeouts. So, again, somebody that's going to Alabama and going to compete at the highest level next year.
A perfect game with all strikeouts. My goodness gracious. So we are in for a treat. We're just a couple minutes away from getting this one started. Once again, so glad you can join us wherever you may be here on the State Champs Network. Kenzie Long in the booth. Wayne State Warrior, Maddie Hool will be joining us for game number 2. But I need to give my broadcast partner, Kenzie, some props. That is a sweet-looking T2 coat. Somebody's got to find me. John Watson, get on that. I got to find me one of those, okay?
I know. Look at that. We got some good swag over at T2. What can I say?
Yeah, well, John Watson, hook me up. Here we go. First pitch of the game in swinging strike. And that's what you were talking about. You are talking about legitimately one of the best. I was talking to Brandon Folsom, who, of course, does a great job covering the prep scene. He said, one of the best pitchers you will ever see. That one a little high.
Yeah, what makes Caitlin Plazzi so good is because she throws a rise ball in 3 different zones, and so she's able to compete at 3 different zones.
2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off. Got a piece of that one.
One of the things that Caitlin does well is she really goes into the zone a lot. She, like I said, she has 300 strikeouts, but she has less than 25 walks on the year. So that just shows that she's competitive around the zone.
The 2-2 pitch to Hanson. Fouls that one off. Got a piece of a couple here. Alexis Hanson wearing the number 5, the senior for Divine Child.
This is a good at-bat to start the game for Hanson, fouling off some balls against Caitlin.
Fouled that one off, too.
The important role for Alexis Hanson right now is to really just elude confidence into her team. We're going to compete today. We're not going to go down swinging, and so she's doing just that with a lot of foul balls early, whether it's high in the zone or that changeup that we just saw by Palazzi.
So here we go again. 2-2 pitch. That one fouled straight back. Well, you nailed it, Kenzie. He's setting a message. We're here to battle today, right?
Yeah, and that's whatever she does in this at-bat, she's having a great at-bat. And if we can have quality at-bats and make Palazzi pitch and make her a little uncomfortable, that's what Divine Child is looking to do here.
That one stroked and caught. What a catch. Coming in on right field. My goodness gracious. A heck of an effort to get there and make that catch out in right field. I believe that was Crane, correct?
Yeah, Crane is a high-level player for them. She's somebody that plays multiple positions for not only Mercy but for her travel team. So that was a great play. And one that they're not used to is they don't really have to make a lot of plays, so good for her and good for Mercy right away.
All right, that brings up the next batter wearing the number 11, Catherine Majiewski. Catherine, a senior, facing the senior, Palazzi. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Suddenly in that 1-2 hole. First inning, so glad you could join us. Just underway. One out here. Heck of a catch in right field to get things started. 1-2 count now. That one comes in high at 2-2. Of course, Catherine Majiewski wearing number 11. Vivian Majiewski wearing number 21.
Yeah, and Catherine's going on to play next year at Detroit Mercy, so this is another really good battle between the two.
That one high up in the zone, but caught her chasing that, and 2 outs now.
Up next for the Falcons.
That'll leave it up to Vivian Majiewski. One class of 25, of course, that's Catherine, and Vivian, class of 2028. The pitch, that one outside, makes it count 2-1.
See, this is what makes Caitlin Palazzi so tough, is you see that she's using her changeup, she's throwing high in the zone, and then that pitch was a nice screw on the outside corner. The ability to move around the plate is what makes her so good.
That one high. Yeah, excuse me, that one called the strike. I'm glad Kenzie's here. At least I've kept the 1-1 thing straight, right? For now. 2-2 count. Vivian Majiewski. The pitch, swing and a miss. Got her on strike. So that's exactly how Mercy wanted to start this one, Kenzie. 1-2-3 inning, and we'll see what they can do at the bat when we come back here on the State Champs Network. Welcome back in. Bottom of the first inning here, along with Kenzie Long. My name is Sean Belegian. So glad you can join us. Good inning in that first inning. Listen, that's what you expect from one of the best pitchers in the state. Make no mistake about it. And Palazzi got him 1, 2, 3. So now we go to the other side. Another absolutely dominant pitcher on the mound for Divine Child.
This is a fun little matchup because Jessica Nelson's going to Oakland and Sophia Chaput in the box is also going to Oakland. And so, again, they're going to be teammates here soon. What a fun little at-bat right here.
Chaput on the first pitch, right up the middle. Good piece of hitting. Shortstop side of second base, and Mercy got something going early.
Yeah, what a great piece of hitting. That's what I like about this 1-1 count is you have to attack early. In order to be successful as a hitter, you have to be ready to hit from pitch one, and we saw that in Chaput.
So 1 on now for number 21, Lauren Miller. The senior waits. High pitch. Chaput quickly to second base. Boy, she showed some wheels getting down to second. Quick, fast, in a hurry. And just like that, a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Lauren Miller was actually one that had success last time against Jessica Nelson. She was 2 for 3, and Lauren Miller is going and playing next year at Lawrence Tech. She is another great hitter in the box for them, and they're paying that off by moving her up in the lineup to bat second here with her success against Nelson.
Here's the pitch from Nelson. That one just off the mark. Chaput on the run, gets in easily. Boy, Chaput can fly, can't she? My goodness.
She sure can. When she gets on, she's moving.
3-1 count. Runner on third. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the first inning. Nelson delivers. That one poked out to left field. Chappitt looking to tag. She does. Scores easily.
What a great first inning for Mercy. This is what they want to do. Knowing you have Palazzi on the mound, you just want to score early and you want to score often. What a great at-bat by Lauren and Sophia Chappitt.
Number 9, Charlie
That's
Lambert.
all you need. The quick feet on the base paths by Chappitt. And it's 1-0 just like that. Lambert up now. Charlie Lambert, a senior, batting from the right side, awaits this first pitch from Nelson. That one high for a ball. Starts her out at 2-1.
Charlie Lambert is another important piece for this Mercy lineup. She's headed to Central Michigan next year, and so again, just another mainstay in the lineup for Mercy. And Jessica Nelson is having a little bit control issues right now, so she's going to have to find the zone to be competitive right here.
Nelson delivers. That one off the mark as well. Oh, nope. My apologies. In for a strike. Had to wait for the umpire's delayed reaction there. So 2-2 count here. 1-0. Already Mercy on top. That one foul back. Leaves the count at 2-2.
You can see Nelson's game plan is just to pound the zone. She's a little bit wild right now, but you can tell her main focus is to throw hard, and that's what she does. Is she's a power pitcher, and she loves to just absolutely pound the zone and pound the strike zone.
Nelson delivers. That one fouled into the dugout area. Another battle going on here. A couple foul off pitches.
What I like so far about both offenses is because they're fouling off a lot of pitches, you're able to see the off speed. So right there, we got the off speed out of Jessica Nelson, and we already got it out of Caitlin Plazzi. So now the hitters know that it's there, and so they're not fooled later in the game.
Jessica Nelson delivers. That one fouled off. This time on the other side over the Divine Child dugout. I'm going to tell you what, Kenzie. Somebody's got some McDonald's fries up here, and it smells so darn good. And I'm going to look at both these young ladies and say, you are not allowed to bring fries in this booth without sharing. And she's so sweet. She immediately handed them to me. Here, sir, you may have some. I will not take your fries, I promise. That one fouled off down the third base line. So quite a battle going on right now. 1-0. Mercy on top. Charlie Lambert doing battle with Jessica Nelson. The pitch. That one off the bat. Another foul, this time to the right side. Boy, you're right, Kenzie. Something you saw early on when Palazzi was on the mound. Make him pitch. Make him pitch. Make him throw pitches.
Yeah, that's the key to success for both these teams, especially as they go into the state championship.
That one fouled straight back. And if something comes this way, I'm getting the heck out of the way. I got a few softball players up here. You ladies can get that, okay? I'll be underneath the table. Probably stealing some of those fries, too. Let's be honest. All right? Number 9, Charlie Lambert, steps out, takes a couple cuts, now steps back in, awaits this offering from Nelson. That one popped up. No problem there at short. 2 outs now in this inning. Good battle there.
It's a great pitch by Nelson to be able to go in the hands and then get a changeup to make her pop it up. That's a great job by Jessica and a great sequence to get a really good hitter and Charlie Lambert out.
That'll bring up Evelyn Miller, another senior on this senior-laden Mercy team. Mercy up 1-0 here, bottom of the first inning.
Oh, Evelyn Miller, she's headed to Loyola University of Chicago. She's actually on my travel ball team, so it's kind of a fun little player here that I love the opportunity to get to watch at the high school level.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Isn't that something, watching players grow and really make a dream come true, head into a place like Loyola, huh?
Yeah, and when you ask Mercy, you can definitely tell that they would say that she's their culture kid. She is just a good kid, and she's just like that with us. And so it's fun to see her have success at this level and to now be behind the plate catching, because last year she was at first base. So now she's catching one of the best pitchers in the state.
2-2 count, 2 outs here, bottom of the first. Mercy up 1-0. Jessica Nelson looks in, delivers. That one fouled off. Kind of a defensive check swing and fouls it well foul over the Divine Child dugout.
So the game plan definitely for Jessica Nelson is to go on the inner half of the zone because you can see the right-handed hitters continue to foul it off towards the right side, and then obviously Lauren Miller being a lefty got a ball on the outside.
That one fouled well back of, this time, the Mercy dugout. So, twos are wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the first.
With number 22 up to bat.
Oh,
look at that.
What about that? I could insert a turning 2 in there somewhere, I'm sure, but 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That one. Ooh, in tight. It's going to load the count, 3-2. Good eye. It looked to me like she wanted to turn on that, but Evelyn Miller thought otherwise. The 3-2 pitch. That one. Popped up short again, no problem there, and just like that, 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen,
After a run, of
we
course.
have Marlins
1-0, your score
Falcons
here.
nothing.
After 1, don't you go anywhere. We'll be back with inning 2 on the State Champs Network.
If playing college sports is your dream, don't wait for a college coach to find you. Recruit yourself. At Lawrence Tech, we're looking for student athletes. LTU competes in the NAIA with 24 varsity sports and athletic scholarships. Explore new degree programs like sport management, where sports meets cutting-edge education. Visit LTURecruitYourself.com and just fill out the questionnaire. It's that easy. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
Welcome back in. Top of the second inning. Mercy with the early 1-0 lead over Divine Child, along with Kenzie Long. My name is Sean Belegian. Kenzie, while we have a moment, what kind of witchcraft do they put into McDonald's French fries that just make them so desirable?
Yeah,
Do you have any idea?
Must be that salt on them because they are good.
Sodium's fantastic, isn't it? Maybe we should do it like a live read, John Watson. I'm Sean Belegian for sodium. You know, that'd be a good read. I'm embarrassing these poor girls next to us. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. Enjoy your fries. It's really cool you didn't bring any to share with everybody else, but that's okay.
Leading off the top of the first for your Falcons.
So here we go.
Jessica Nelson.
Divine Child trying to get something going here as they find themselves in a 1-0 hole. Not the place you want to be with Caitlin Palazzi on the mound.
Yeah, but you got a good batter in the box right now with Jessica Nelson. This is, if they're going to be able to get going with some hits, this is the player to do it. She has 10 home runs on the year, and she's just been phenomenal in the box.
Here's the first pitch, fouled straight back. Pitcher versus pitcher. Of course, Jessica Nelson, pretty darn good player and pitcher in her own right. 1-2 count here. Nobody out. Top of the second. That one hit to shortstop. Gobbled up. Nice throw to first. Got her by a step. 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the second inning.
Up next for the Falcons, number 6.
It's a good sign for Divine Child that they're able to continue put balls in play. That's important for them because this is a 7-inning game. And so we might not find success right away, but if we can find success later in the game, that's important. So putting on balls in play early is important.
Zoe Ryan up. She takes first pitch in for a strike. Finds herself in that 1-2 hole. Kenzie, you and I were talking about this. There is such a different approach for these at-bats when you start out at 1-1.
Yeah, when you're facing somebody as tough as Caitlin Palazzi, the hard part is you can't take a pitch. You gotta swing ready to go, especially because she works up the ladder in her rise ball. And so being ready to attack early is important when you're facing them.
Palazzi got her there, so 2 up, 2 down. That'll leave it up to the junior, Natalie Hansen. First pitch comes in, swing and a miss. Boy, Palazzi's got it going on right now, huh?
The thing about Divine Child is you know Palazzi's going to get her strikeouts. So are you able to be competitive within those strikeouts? That's important. It's okay if she strikes you out, but what was that at bat like? Like this, fouling a ball off.
1-2 pitch, fouled straight back, stays alive. Steps out, takes a cut. Now takes a lumberjack cut, getting herself mentally ready there to face one of the best in the business. Palazzi winds, deals, got her. Quick inning there for Mercy. 3 up, 3 down. And your score after the top of the first, Mercy with that 1-0 lead. Hey, there's always help wanted when it comes to high school game officials. Every year, over 1,000 new officials are needed. Officiating is a great way to stay in shape, stay close to the game, and so very much more. Log on to mhsaa.com for more info. 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Along with Kenzie Long, my name is Sean Belegian. Kenzie, I'm going to give you a free commercial. You ready?
Love it.
Tell
Let's
us
do
all
it.
about Turning 2.
Oh, man. Turning 2. So we're a travel organization. We have over 39 teams. And our mission is to just put them in play at the best place in college. And we have kids. Since 2015, we've had over 300 kids play at the collegiate level, from JUCO up to Power 5. And so it's been such a phenomenal experience for the state of Michigan. And, again, we have both players on both sides of these games playing against each other. It's a joy to be a part.
How cool is that? And folks, if you can't hear the excitement in Kenzie's voice, trust me when I say you can see the excitement in her face as she was talking about it. Pretty cool. No doubt about that. Leading things off here, Meg Kowalik, the senior. Got that leg cocked back, rips it down the line. That could be extra bases. She makes the turn. She heads for second. Here's the throw. Not in time and a little wide. Well, you could see Kowalik just waited on that pitch and turned on it, Kenzie.
Yeah, you can see that their game plan for Mercy is to attack early. Both Sophia Chapit and Kowalik has, again, attacked early in the zone and got the first hit in the first inning off the first pitch.
Well, Palazzi can help her case out here. Runner in scoring position. Mercy has a 1-0 lead, looking to add on it here in the bottom of the second. Nobody out. The pitch. That one just misses. 2-1 the count. Palazzi steps out. Now rests that bat on her shoulder, waving it above her head a little bit. 2-1 count. Nobody out. Runner on second. This one pops straight back. You can hear people saying heads up. Oh, my head won't be up, I can assure you of that. My head will be under the table. Comes anywhere near here.
We've been talking about Nelson being phenomenal in the box, and Caitlin Palazzi is also phenomenal in the box. She's a player that you definitely want in the situation with an RBI.
She rifled that one foul. Bunch of fans watching at this facility here on the campus of Eastern Michigan. 2-2 count. Nelson to Palazzi. The pitch. That one fouled straight back.
And Palazzi's working her way back. She actually tore her left labrum in her shoulder. And so it took her out of the lineup for a while to be able to rehab that back. So she's just now getting in the box, which is important for their state championship run because she is an important piece in the lineup for them.
2-2 pitch, runner on second. Swing and a miss. Got her. That's a big, big strikeout for number 20, Jessica Nelson.
Yeah, that off-speed pitch has been really good for Nelson, and that's a pitch that she's going to need, not only today, but for a long, long run in the state championship. And she's definitely commanding it better, and you can see that it's working well with that power pitch and her speed pitch, and again, working high in the zone, and that off-speed goes down.
I don't know. Leave it up to the sophomore Taylor Salimi. Batting from the right side. Runner at second. One out here in the second inning. That's in for strike two. 1-2 count. Boy, it would be in their best interest after that leadoff double to strand that runner. You do not want to get yourself in too much of a hole against a pitcher like Palazzi. Nelson delivers that one high and inside. Evens the count at 2 apiece.
You can see that both the battery of Nelson and her catcher is doing a really good job, because the thing is with Brianna behind the plate, you can see that they're now starting to get some sync and some rhythm, and that's important because early on they had a lot of pass balls.
That one high makes it count 3-2. Big payoff pitch forthcoming. Taylor Salimi, the sophomore, at the plate. Jessica Nelson, the senior. That one fouled off down the first base line. Well foul of the track here. Just off Huron River Drive here in Ypsilanti. So glad you could join us wherever you may be. Let's do it again. 3-2 pitch. That one stroked out to left field. Hangs for a second, no problem, not a chance to tag up. And boy, they're just a pitch away from getting out of some trouble after a leadoff double, Kenzie.
Yeah, Vivian's going to get a lot of work out there in left field because you can tell the game plan for Divine Child is to pound in. And when you pound in and then you also have an off speed, that means the left fielder and the left side of the defense is going to get a lot of work. And you're seeing that with not only Chappett's single up the middle, but also the double off the bat of Meg. A lot of outs over on the left side of the field.
That'll leave it up to Darla Sherry, the junior. Steps in against Nelson. The pitch, that one caught. Nice play by the second baseman to run in and make sure with that wicked backspin she grabbed it. And they get out of trouble. After 2, Mercy has a 1-0 lead. Hey, founded in 1926, the Detroit Catholic High School League is the largest Catholic sports league in the U.S. with 33 private high schools located throughout southeast Michigan. Really want to thank our friends at the Catholic League. Just so many good teams and athletes each and every year, not just in this great sport of softball, but really across the board. And that's why we're here today on a chilly, and I do mean chilly, Monday. She's Kenzie Long. I'm Sean Belegian. We're both trying to keep our voices. We're Michiganders, right? Aren't you used to it? 2 days ago it was like, 105 degrees, and today it's 32? I mean, so is Michigan.
Exactly. I mean, shoot, on Sunday I was out by the pool.
I know. Amazing.
Or I'm sorry, Friday.
Yeah,
Gosh.
amazing. That's the way it works. So back to work now on the mound, one of the best in the business. Number 16, Caitlin Palazzi. Looking to get something going for the Falcons, Kaylee Kettlehut. Another young player, class of 28. First pitch, swing and a miss to Kettlehut.
It's fun to see all these young players in games like this because you know that means the growth of softball is going to be great because 4 years from now when she's a senior, we might be right back here doing this again.
Pretty cool. No doubt about that. 1-2 count. Got her. Heck of a pitch there by Palazzi. And she seemed to find something. We saw it in the second inning, and it carried over here, Kenzie.
Next up, number 8, Erin Sullivan.
Yeah, when you're facing Palazzi, you got to keep your eyes down. You got to keep your eyes down in the zone. And when she misses her spot, don't miss her miss. And we're seeing that a little bit with Divine Child.
Erin Sullivan, the sophomore, first pitch, swing and a miss. Finds herself in a 1-2 hole. Boy, Palazzi works fast, doesn't she? She gets right back up there and delivers. Got her.
Yeah, the thing is when you're facing somebody that throws a rise in the zone like Palazzi does in 3 different zones, is you got to look for the top of the ball because you know the ball's going to jump. Even if it's low and at your shins, it's going to jump up. That's her pitch. And so if we can see the top of the ball and pound the top of the ball, then when it jumps up, it might turn into a line drive.
Another young player here, class of 28, Aubrey Soto at the plate. Swing and a miss to start her out in that 1-2 hole. Boy, I'll tell you what, you look 1, 2, 3 freshmen on this Divine Child team. The future is bright. Make no mistake about that. 1-2 pitch. That one. Just a shortstop, out of the reach of the shortstop. And the freshman gets the first base runner for this Divine Child squad.
Yeah, that's a big-time hit for them because last time they played is Palazzi no-hit them. And so there you go. In the top of the third, you now have a hit on the board. And good job by the 2028 freshman.
Now that'll bring the senior to the plate, the center fielder, Alexis Hansen. Batting from the left side, awaits his first pitch. Bunt attempt, just foul. Running on that pitch was Soto. Got to do something to disrupt this fine pitcher, Palazzi.
Yeah, and Alexis had a really good at-bat in her first at-bat, so that should give her confidence going into this at-bat, knowing she puts a ball in the gap. Who knows, we could score a run right here.
1-2 pitch, that's outside. Steal attempt, not in time. Good heat by Soto, getting into scoring position. A single might bring her in. That makes all the difference in the world when you're talking about a 1-0 game. 2-2 count. Palazzi delivers. Got her on strikes.
Big-time pitch and a big-time moment with the runner on second and your leadoff up to bat. It's a good job by Palazzi.
We head. Oh, boy, look at this. So, you know who I have to talk about? You're never going to guess who I have to talk about. Kenzie, you ready? Turning 2 Softball is a proud sponsor of the State Champs Softball Player of the Year Award. Cast your vote for the top 10 at statechampsnetwork.com. I know those Turning 2 people. I can personally vouch for them. Good human beings doing a great job developing some fantastic players, as that list will show you.
Yeah, and you can see on that list that Caitlin Palazzi, there she is up for Player of the Year, and she was on it last year, and she's doing a phenomenal job this year. And later today, we're going to be announcing our top 30 for the All-Star game, which will be super exciting.
Awesome.
Might be some players on both teams that might make it.
I'm looking forward to it. Outstanding. So 1-0 here. It's going to be up to Jessica Nelson to keep things going.
Third here, Carmela Crane.
You called for a pitcher's duel, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now.
Yeah, and now that Jessica Nelson has settled down and settled in on the mound, she's doing a really good job of attacking.
That one hit straight to second base. Knocked down and in time to get a very quick Carmela Crane running down that first base line.
That's a good job by second baseman Zoe Ryan. That's a hard ball hit, and so she did a good job of knocking it down and making a play.
So Jessica Nelson, the senior, with one out here, delivers. That one just outside. Taking a crack there. Sophia Chaput, she got things going in the first inning in a big way.
Yeah, Oakland versus Oakland. This is a fun matchup for the two of them.
Pretty cool, no doubt about that. Sophia got on, advanced a couple times, and scored the only run of the game. She's ahead 3-1 in this count. The pitch. This one popped up, shortstop, good range there, bringing it in. 2 outs now. They've settled in a little bit, these two teams, Kenzie.
Yeah, you can see the movement on Jessica Nelson's ball because she continues to get mishits of these infield pop flies to shortstop, and that just shows you that her ball is taking some bite off those hitters as they're not able to get clean contact.
That'll leave it up to Lauren Miller with 2 outs here.
Lauren's had the game, the only RBI of the game, so important position for her to start another rally.
Rip just foul. And I mean just foul. At first base, of course, that's Catherine Majiewski, the senior. Her sister, Vivian, the freshman, also on the team as well. 1-2 count. Nelson looking for a quick inning here. Miller looking to get anything going. That one fouled well back. Out past what looks to be about a 3,000-year-old oak tree. That thing's huge. Look at that thing.
It is a big tree.
So 1-2 pitch to Lauren Miller. That one fouled straight back. Staying alive here.
Now, if you're Lauren in this at-bat, she's thrown 3 pitches on the outside corner, so you got to assume eventually she's going to pull out that changeup. So if you're Lauren, you got to be ready for it, knowing that that ball is diving on a changeup.
1 run, 2 hits for Mercy. No runs, 1 hit for Divine Child. That one ripped just foul. Boy, the spectators were ducking everywhere out there. Looked like she was aiming for John Kidd. Didn't miss Kidd by much. I'm not worried about John. John, that camera of yours is pretty expensive, okay? You just make sure that camera's all right. The 1-2 pitch. That one high and outside. Good at bat here by Lauren Miller, huh?
Yeah, Lauren is, again, she's had a lot of success against Jessica Nelson. It's really cool to see her growth now that she's a senior, and now an important piece for Mercy.
2-2 count. Here's the pitch from Nelson. That one right up the middle. Boy, nice at bat. It needs to be reiterated by Lauren Miller. Fought off a couple pitches and then singles one right up the middle to keep things alive for Mercy here in the 3rd inning. That's their third hit of the game, and that'll leave things up to Charlie Lambert, the senior.
Yeah, you can see here on this replay, she shoots a nice ball right back up the middle. You can see that the shortstop is going to the 5-6 hole, so that middle field is going to be open.
1 on, 2 out here. The pitch. That one high, in for a ball.
You got to assume at some point in this about Lauren Miller is going to be getting going and getting on her horse and trying to steal second.
I thought that's what she was doing on the previous pitch. So, Kenzie, you saw that. There she goes, right up the middle, a base hit. Lauren Miller's going to have to stop it too, but a little 2-out rally right now for Mercy.
Next up for your Marlins, number 22, Evelyn
Yeah, just
Miller.
continuing to pound the middle of the field. That's an important piece. You know, if you get a ground ball middle, it usually turns into a nice base hit. And now here we are. Evelyn Miller has a chance to double the lead here for Mercy.
Nelson looking for one more out here. The pitch. That one poked out into left field, short left field, brought in. And just like that, trouble averted. 1-0. Mercy still on top. We'll come back for fourth inning here on the State Champs Network.
After 3, Mercy 1-0 on top of the Falcons.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
Welcome back in, top of the fourth. Boy, you called it, Kenzie. This was one of those games that was looking to shape up to be a pitcher's duel, and that's what we're seeing right now. Mercy hanging on to a 1-0 lead as we start the fourth inning.
Yeah, and you can see on both sides, they're doing a good job of putting together really quality at-bats. And when you know it's a pitcher's duel, you know you're not going to get it that many runs. How many times can we string really good at-bats? And you're actually seeing it from both sides. And so you never know, it might open up here soon.
Really looking forward to seeing how this plays itself out. Get things started here for Divine Child. That's Catherine Majiewski. Caitlin Palazzi delivers. That one in for a strike. Early 1-2 count. The ability to get that first pitch strike is so important, Kenzie.
Yes, it is, especially when you're starting with a 1-1 count.
We're going to have to talk about that sometime. Got her quickly, just like that. 1 up, 1 down. And Palazzi's feeling it right now.
Yeah, she's doing it. I mean, like you saw there, she's known for her rise ball, and yet she gets her down on a down ball. As a hitter, when you don't know what you're throwing or what the pitcher's throwing, it's all over the place. You kind of chase everything, and so you're seeing that a little bit with the Divine Child.
Vivian Majiewski, that running bunt attempt, but that is fouled straight back.
I like that from Vivian. I think that's a good job, is make them make plays. And, you know, with Caitlin, she averages over 2.5 strikeouts an inning, so they don't really have to play defense. And so the game's mindset for Divine Child should be put the ball in play, make them make plays.
Swing and a miss. Boy, Palazzi is on fire right now, making quick work of these batters. 2 up, 2 down, and that'll leave it up to the opposing pitcher, Jessica Nelson, who, as you mentioned, Kenzie, for people out there that aren't aware of this, will be taking her talents to OU.
Yes, she will, and she's a great hitter. She's actually known for her hitting, and so, again, this is a great opportunity for her to just kind of put her team on her back, not only on the mound, but in the box.
Palazzi, high strike, has her in that 1-2 hole. The 1-2 pitch. Got her. Quick work there by the future Alabama Crimson Tide, Caitlin Palazzi. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Still 1-0 Mercy. Hey, are you interested in a sports management degree? Well, do I have a great idea for you. At Lawrence Technological University, your vision of competing in college athletics can be your reality. LTU offers varsity sports for men and women while studying for a world-class undergraduate degree. Scholarships are available at lturecruityourself.com. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Still, anybody's game, Kenzie. 1-0.
Yes, this is a game we kind of expected. You know, one that you knew was going to be a low-hitting game, but a really, really high-quality game. And that's what makes this game fun is the last time that they played against each other was a 1-0 game. And so hopefully we get some offense to open up right here and have a game plan. But so far, both teams have done a good job of keeping the hitters at bay.
No doubt about that. Can't forget about Jessica Nelson. Yes, Caitlin Palazzi's been outstanding, but Jessica Nelson, she's been fine in her own right. Thank you. 1-0 lead here in the fourth. Swing and a miss to start this out. Meg Kowalik up.
Yeah, Meg Kowalik had the double last time down the line, the left field line, and so this is a big opportunity for not only Mercy but for Divine Child to start off on a good foot here.
Kicks that back leg or front leg out, then brings it in just as the pitch is being delivered. That one high makes it a 3-1 count. Now Nelson delivers. That one. A ball. So now it's 3-2, I believe.
It's a big-time pitch right here.
Here's the pitch from Nelson. Foul back. Straight back, hit the top of that backstop. So big battle here to start the bottom half of this inning.
I like the approach of Nelson. She is really doing a good job of pounding that inner half of the plate. When you're able to pound the inner half, you know you're doing a good job commanding.
Took a walk there. Good battle. Base runners have been few and far between, so any way you can get on base, you do that. And for the second time today, Meg Kowalik is on a double, and now Kenzie a walk.
Yeah, that's a really good job by Meg, and she's been an important piece for Mercy and will be an important piece for their state championship run.
Nelson delivers first pitch. All the way down to second, though. In. Good self-awareness by Meg Kowalik. Just took off running. And now for Palazzi, runner in scoring position. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth.
It's a good read by Meg. She was able to and expected something bad to happen, and I love that with base runners. It's important to take the next base when the defense gives it to you.
Boy, Palazzi turned on that, but well foul. Just a little bit ahead of it, Kenzie.
Yeah, Palazzi's got a good hit, got a good swing, and so again, that's Jessica Nelson's MO. She wants you to foul it off onto that left side of the field, and so I would expect her to come down at one point at this at bat with her nice off speed.
2-2 pitch. That one high and inside for a ball. 3-2 now. Pitcher v. pitcher here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Runner on second. Nobody out. 1-0 Mercy on top. The payoff pitch. That one high. 2 walks to start this inning. And all of a sudden, Nelson finds herself in a little bit of a jam. She's been able to get out of a jam. We're going to have that pinch runner now, that substitute, Anna McGavin, coming in.
We were just talking about how Jessica Nelson was doing a good job of commanding the zone, and so for her to keep her team in the game, she's going to have to limit the free passes. And so right here is an important at bat. What are we going to do here to come back and bounce back after 2 walks early in this inning?
Taylor Salimi up now. Boy, a base hit could break this open. That one inside. 2-1 count.
Jessica Nelson just needs to take a deep breath right here. She's done a good job, and she's in the lower half of the lineup, and so she just needs to settle down and be able to throw a strike right here to get herself back in the groove.
Nelson delivers. That one fouled off. Just what the doctor ordered, 2-2 count. Kenzie, it's almost like you've played this game and coached this game or something.
Just a few couple games.
A little bit. Big pitch here. 2 on, 2-2 count. The pitch. That one high, makes it 3-2.
Yeah, that's also what's hard. We keep talking about this 1-1 pitch here for the hitters, but that's also hard for the pitchers is it limits their balls, right? And now we're seeing that here with 2 walks is, you only get 3 balls instead of your 4 balls.
Good call. 3-2 pitch. That one fouled off. Sun trying to peek out here on the campus of Eastern Michigan. Not doing a real good job, but it's peeking out a little bit. Little breeze in the air. 2 on. 3-2 count on number 8, Taylor Salimi. Awaits this pitch from Jessica Nelson. That one poked into the gap. Is it going to get down? It is. 1 run's going to score. Here comes another one. 2 runs. Stand up triple by Taylor Salimi. And Mercy leads 3-0.
Gosh, what a great at-bat. That was an awesome at-bat for Taylor, especially down in the lineup. If you're able to produce runs lower in the lineup like Taylor just did, what a phenomenal job. And you can see here on this replay, the ball is, she threw it right down the middle, and there she did, shoot it right back up the middle. What a great job.
Bat number 40, Darla Sherry.
Those are 2 big runs. Darla Sherry in now looking to add to it. Still, nobody out here in the 4th inning.
That adds a ton of confidence for Mercy, too, knowing that you have a dominant pitcher on the mound. Is you score runs like that, man, it really allows Caitlin to settle in even more.
First pitch fouled off to make it 1-2. Boy, this is where you just ask a little pop fly might score that runner from third. Another insurance run, not a bad thing when you have a pitcher of Palazzi's caliber on the mound. That one, foul out of play.
And it was a great effort by Alexis in center field. She really did a good job of trying to chase that ball down. But, man, Taylor got a lot of that, and it was hit pretty deep, probably around 195 out in center field.
Darla Sherry now. 1-2 count. Awaits this pitch from Jessica Nelson. That one high. Evens the count at 2-2. 3 runs, 5 hits for Mercy. No runs, 1 hit for Divine Child. Warming up in the pen. Nice to get that pen shot. That one out to right field. Is it going to be enough to get the run in? Here's the tag, the throw home. Safe. A delayed call from the umpire, Kenzie. I didn't want to say anything, so I guessed.
That was a really good at bat again by Darla. I love this we mentality that you can see that Mercy has. They're on a mission, and they're not on a mission just to win the Catholic League championship game. They're on the mission to win the state championship game. And games like this against great pitching like Jessica Nelson catapults them into the confidence that they need moving forward.
So 4-0, a big insurance run there. That'll bring up Carmela Crane, the senior. She takes a first pitch swinging strike. Jessica Nelson looking to limit the damage as much as she can here in the 4th. 3 runs in for Mercy here in the 4th inning. Nelson delivers. That one popped just over first and again towards the kid cam.
One of the things that Mercy's done a good job this inning is they've been really selective in their at-bats. They haven't chased. And earlier in the game and earlier in the season, they were chasing a lot against Jessica Nelson. So they're forcing her to pound the zone. And now you can see some walks happen, and now you get a pitch, and they're shooting the pitches that they're getting. They're shooting them right back up the middle.
1 out here in the 4th. 1-2 pitch to Crane. That one up the middle. Great diving play, but you knew there was just too much on it. Trying to take 2, and she got it. Good heads-up base running. I'm going to tell you what, a heck of a play by shortstop to even get a piece of that ball.
Yeah, that was a great play by Aubrey Soto. And, man, was she close to getting her out at second on that pass ball. But what a great play by Aubrey. But, again, another great job by Crane. Just doing a good job at the bottom of the lineup to produce some offense for Mercy.
So that'll bring up Sophia Chapin. Runner in scoring position again. 3 runs in here in the 2nd inning. That one cranked up the middle. They're going to send her home. Here's the throw home. Got her.
What a great throw by Alexis Hansen. That was a phenomenal play, and to be able to keep her team in the game, just again, doing the little things right is Divine Child just needs to find a way to keep themselves in the game, and that's a great start by Alexis Hansen in center field.
That was a big, big out. That's 2 outs, and that would have been another huge run.
Sophia Chappett doing a really good job against her former or soon-to-be teammate in Jessica Nelson, now with two hits, 2 ground ball middles.
Boy, you know how fast Chappett can move as well. You better keep an eye on her. Player with that kind of speed might have the green light even with 2 outs here. Lauren Miller up at the plate, 2-1 pitch. That one high. Look at Chappett again, just taking a big, big lead off, almost daring them to throw down to second.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that you can see that they're doing a good job is they're putting pressure on the defense, and we're seeing that in not only the hits but in the mistakes that we're making as Divine Child, but doing a really good job of using their speed to force the situation.
Boy, big poke out to center field with the range, though, no problem bringing it in. So the damage is done, however. 3 runs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And your score as we head to the 5th, Mercy on top by a score of 4-0. If you are interested in production, performance, or promotion, the Specs at LTU program is for you. 1-year media arts certificate programs are available at ltu.edu/specs. Outstanding. I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't tell you how great Specs was for me. So something for you to take a look at, no doubt about that. We head to the 5th, and just a big hole now. There's no doubt about that when you're facing a pitcher of this caliber, of course, in Caitlin Palazzi. Make no mistake about it, a 4-run lead could look huge.
Yeah, it could definitely look daunting for Divine Child, but one of the things that they just have to do a good job of is, again, now finding ways to force the ball on the ground. You can see that the balls this ground is hard, and so you're seeing that on the opposite side of them hitting balls on the ground, and so now that needs to be their focus. See the top of the ball and drive it down.
Zoe Ryan, the sophomore, looking in, awaiting this pitch from Palazzi. That one in for a first pitch strike. Boy, you've seen her do that time and time again tonight, Kenzie. I keep saying tonight. It's this afternoon. I just need to correct
Kind of night,
myself.
a little bit.
I guess it is. It feels like night, that's for sure. It's freezing up here. That one fouled back. Who would have thought that we should have asked, like, John Watson and the powers that be at State Champs to bring, like, some of those heaters that you use, right? I could use one right now. The 1-2 pitch. Got her swinging. Boy, Palazzi is settled in and been rolling here.
One of the things that Palazzi just does a phenomenal job in is her balls still look like strikes. And that's what makes her so dominant, is that when you're able to have competitive balls, then it makes the hitters open up the zone a little bit, and she doesn't miss often.
Natalie Hansen swing and a miss on that first pitch.
When you give her a 4-run lead, too, now all she has to do is settle in and throw strikes. She doesn't have to be perfect. And a lot of times when they play each other, they got to be perfect. And now Caitlin Plaza can open up and now just pound the zone.
Swing and a miss. Got her. 2 up, 2 down here. As you mentioned it, she is sailing right now, is Caitlin Palazzi. Two up, 2 down. That'll lead it up to Kaylee Kettlehut. One of a few freshmen on this team. 3 different freshmen, as a matter of fact. Lots to look forward to from Divine Child. The 1-2 pitch. Got her. Quick inning there for one of the best, Caitlin Palazzi. And we head to the bottom of the 5th with Mercy on top by a score of 4-0.
Yeah, Palazzi already has 13 strikeouts on the day and surpasses her strikeout total the last time they played with 10, and so she's just doing a really good job.
4 runs, 7 hits for Mercy. Just 1 hit for Divine Child. Oh, by the way, why don't we take a flashback while we have a moment to 2016? Mercy finally breaks through. As the Marlins, they shut out Macomb, Dakota at Michigan State for their first softball title. A field, Kenzie, I think you're a little familiar with that field. Is that a fair statement?
Gosh, look how beautiful that field is. I mean, shoot, anybody is lucky to play on that field.
Listen, anytime I can say go green, I'm going to say it, okay?
Look,
you guys know me.
You got to go white right back at you.
All right, that sounds good. My daughter just completed her sophomore year up there, as a matter of fact. Absolutely loves it in East Lansing.
Oh, it was the best 4 years. No doubt about it.
First pitch, driven out to center field, but right to the awaiting center fielder. And just like that, 1 up, 1 down, no problem out there in center.
I like that hit by Charlie. Again, you can see that they just have a plan against Jessica. They are looking to pound middle, and that's exactly what they're doing, and that's the success that they're having.
So that'll leave it up to number 22, Evelyn Miller. First pitch coming in. That one low for a ball.
In order for Mercy to go far this state championship, you need the bat of Evelyn to stay hot, and she's an important piece for them. And so, again, you know what you're going to get with Chappett and Charlie Lambert, and you know what you're going to get. But in order to score a lot of runs, we need Evelyn to make sure that she's in a position to be successful in the box, and that's what Mercy needs, to get her hot and get her going for the state championship run.
3-1 pitch, that one high, and a base runner here is Evelyn Miller, draws a 1-out walk. That was Aaron Sullivan out in center field. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? That made that catch to get things started?
Alexis Hansen.
Okay, Alexis Hansen. My apologies. See my eyes? My eyes are terrible out there. I thought that was a number 8, and it was a number 5. So my apologies for that. Aaron Sullivan is the utility player. Alexis Hansen is wearing number 5 and out in center field. Want to give proper attribution? Well, giving a shout out as well. So 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. That one in for a ball. Meg Kowalik. She's had a good game.
Yeah, she's found a lot of success against Jessica Nelson.
Nelson delivers. That one high. Quick throw to first. No problem getting back there. So a 3-1 count.
You can tell that the game plan, again, is to force her down. And so you can see that they're not really swinging anything up. They're not chasing up, and that's what's allowed them to have success middle.
What a catch at second, and that is going to be a double play. Oh, my goodness gracious. That looked like it had extra bases written all over it. But a fantastic catch there, Kenzie, to get the double up.
What a great play by Zoe Ryan, and that's the kind of defense that you need to keep yourself in the game. Not only do I think that's base hits, I think that actually might score a run, so great job by Zoe Ryan.
Just stay within striking distance. It's only 4-0. I know it's a daunting task, especially when you have Palazzi on the mound, but let's see if they can get something going when we come back here on the State Champs Network. Welcome back in as we head to the 6th inning. She's Kenzie. I'm Sean. Hi. How are you? Everything going well? 4-0 here. So glad you could join us wherever you may be. Caitlin Palazzi doing Caitlin Palazzi things. Gets a quick strike. she has really gotten into a groove the last few innings.
Yeah, she definitely has, and she's definitely mixing up the zone, and that's what's making it so hard for Divine Child. You can see that Aaron Sullivan is choking up on the back to just try to make something happen. When you face a pitcher like Palazzi, one of the things that I like to tell my hitters is where you think the ball is going to be, look 2 balls up, and then from there attack that pitch. I think oftentimes hitters, we swing at where the ball is, not where the ball is going to be. And I would really encourage Divine Child to swing where the ball is going to be.
Got her. Going to have to make that throw down to first, though. Good job getting the foot down. 1 up, 1 down. Boy, are they having fun out there. Look at the smiles on those Mercy players right now. They are feeling pretty good about themselves. Up 4-0 here. Aubrey Soto trying to get something going. Another one of those fine-looking freshmen for this Divine Child squad. Staring in at Caitlin Palazzi. The pitch. That one in for a strike. Took a little something off that one.
Yeah, that was a really good pitch. Again, but you can see that pitch, she's trying to get ahead, and that's an off-speed, where the pitch before her strikeout pitch, also an off-speed, but she bounces in the dirt, and that's what she does a good job of. She has a lot of command on her pitches.
That one high for a ball. But good job by Soto waiting off on that, because I'd be leaning in. I think I'd break my femur waiting for that thing to come down. The pitch, got her.
Yeah,
2 up, 2 down.
She's grooving now. She's throwing it down in the zone for her off speed and then throwing it up, at her eyes. And so, again, this is what she does best, is she commands the zone well.
That'll leave things up to the center fielder, Alexis Hansen, the senior. First pitch comes in. That one low. Starts her out in a 2-1 count. Stretches that bat above her head, steps back into the box. The pitch, ground ball, second base. No problem there, and 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the 6th with Mercy on top by a score of 4-0. And Kenzie, I think you picked up on it a few innings ago. Caitlin Palazzi, to quote SpongeBob, "Arst thou feeling it now?" And I believe she is.
She is definitely feeling it, and you can just tell by the way she's just doing a good job of mixing it up, mixing it down, mixing it in and out. And as a hitter, it makes it hard. You have to guess.
Hey, don't miss our next Game Time Live broadcast. It's the Catholic League St. Anne Championship as Cranbrook takes on Royal Oak Shrine. First pitch is set for just after 6. You can catch all the action right here on the State Champs YouTube channel. Really thank you for joining us. This is a heck of a lot of fun. Not too far from me. I'm out in the Northville area, so, I mean, really, it's about a 20-minute drive down M14. Not bad at all.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Not bad at all. See those apartments just across the way?
Mm-hmm.
I lived there.
Oh, you came here? You went to Eastern?
Yeah, but I lived there in about 1924 is when I was there. So, no, true story. People may know this. One of the guys on our hockey coverage, Mike Ivesel and I actually lived at those apartments right across the way. True story.
Looks like we got a new pitcher on the mound for Divine Child. We got Ava Bowman on the mound.
All right. Trying to get something going. No doubt about that. Wearing the number 3, the junior.
Leading off for the Marlins, number 16.
And for the Marlins, their pitcher. Promptly to greet Bowman, Caitlin Palazzi.
I like this move by Divine Child. Really doing a good job of just mixing it up. I mean, obviously, we see that Mercy's gotten to Jessica Nelson a little bit, so showing a different look with Ava Bowman on the mound.
First pitch in, just a little low. Makes it a 2-1 count. Palazzi digs back in, awaits this pitch from the junior Bowman. Bowman delivers. That one rip foul. That's twice now we've seen Palazzi just in front of a pitch. She straightens that one out, and that is going a ways.
Yeah, she's got some power in her bat, no doubt.
Bowman steps back, delivers. High pop fly, straightaway center, no problem there. Alexis Hansen in. 1 up, 1 down here to start the bottom of the 6th inning.
That's a good job by the junior coming in after and really trying to shut down this offense and getting an early out. That's exactly what they needed, and that's exactly what they didn't do the last couple innings is get the early outs. And so good job by Ava Bowman coming in ready to throw the ball hard.
Taylor Salemi next up. She steps in, rips that into the gap. That's going to be extra bases. Taylor takes the wide turn at second. She is going to walk in with a stand-up double, a rip up the gap.
It's the exact same position she hit it the last time. Look at that, 2 doubles on the day. Actually, I'm sorry, a double and a triple. Doing a good job.
So let's see if Darla Sherry can add one more insurance run for Mercy. Runner in scoring position, only 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ava Bowman in for relief for Jessica Nelson. The pitch just outside, just off the plate, 2-1 count. Jessica Nelson went the first 5 innings. Ava Bowman came in relief here in the bottom of the 6th.
You can see the versatility of Jessica Nelson now over there playing third base. So not only is she hitting in the 4-hole, pitching the starting pitcher, but now she's playing third base. What a great job by her, and what a great season she's had this senior season so far.
Yeah, good point. Pitcher, third base, first baseman, and she can hit the ball as well. 2-2 count to Sherry. The pitch took a little something off of that. Sherry wasn't fooled. And we got a full count now. Royal Oak Shrine and Cranbrook up next. Fun time out here. The pitch, that one, popcorn, short right. Who's going to get there? Right fielder calls for it and makes the grab. Good job there by Natalie Hansen, kind of taking control out there. Wearing the number 22. You got to like players like that. Natalie can play third base, catcher, play right field as well. That's a big out now. 2 outs with a runner still on second. Bowman delivers. That one in for a first pitch ball. Carmela Crane looking base hit. Kenzie will probably score that run from second, I'm guessing, with 2 outs.
Yeah, she should be going on contact, so I would agree with you.
2-1 pitch. That one fouled off.
I definitely like this look that Ava Bowman's giving them. Is Jessica Nelson is more of a power pitcher, somebody that we would throw hard, 62, 63 and above. And we can see that Ava Bowman is more of an off-speed kind of pitcher. So again, it's why you're seeing a lot of mishits by Mercy right now.
2-2 count. This is a big, big batter. The pitch. Stroked into the gap. That's going to be extra bases and score another run. Heck of a hit there by Crane. And she's going to stop at second after the RBI double with 2 outs here in the 6th.
I love some good 2-out hitting. That's important when you're trying to win a championship and then when you're also trying to now go far in the state championship. And 2-out hitting is going to be an important piece to it.
Sophia Chaput up now, looking to add to that lead. 5-0, Mercy on top now. The pitch, Chaput to second, gobbled up there, easy out. But the damage is done. Another huge, huge run for Mercy, and they have a commanding 5-0 lead as we head to the 7th inning. A 2 Mercy alum took home the state champs softball player of the year honors. Alex Sobzak in 2015 before starring at Michigan. And then Abby Kresrecki in 2016 after leading the Marlins to the D1 title. She then headed to play at South Alabama. Off the top of the wall there. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool?
Super cool. South Alabama, they are a really good team in the Sun Belt. And I got the opportunity to play against Alex Sobchak when she was at Michigan. I was at Michigan State.
Oh, no kidding. Who won?
The end of the career, we ended up winning 7-0 at the end of the career.
Well,
but she beat us more often than we beat them.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
Listen, let's be it. Anytime you beat Michigan, it's a good day, right?
That was my last college win was against Michigan.
That's
so
awesome.
I'll take it.
Seventh inning now. Got to string a few hits together, and that is not an easy thing to do with Caitlin Palazzi on the mound. That one outside. You could see that's exactly what they were trying to do there.
I like this look.
Majewski wanted to just kind of drag it down the line.
Yeah, I like this look by Katie. She's known for her speed, and so I like that she's looking to just put the ball in play and run, and that's what she does best.
2-2 count. 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors for Mercy. No runs, 1 hit for Divine Child. That one outside. So 3-2 count. And the pitch. Right to the pitcher. Nice speed, but got her by a step. Good job by Palazzi to maintain control and set that up and throw her out.
Yeah, fielding pitchers are really important, and that's a really good play by Palazzi to not rush her throw. Oftentimes you see a lot of errors by pitchers because they're used to throwing the ball underhand, so really good job by Palazzi.
Now Vivian Majewski. She tries the same thing, just trying to get anything going, just kind of swinging the bat at it, getting some contact out there. 2-1 count, 1 out here in the 7th inning. Palazzi looks in. Vivian Majewski tries it again. That one rolls off the bat foul. 2-2 count.
I like this approach here that they're having. It's just put the ball in play. It's a little late in the 7th inning, but I do think it's a good job of just trying to get the ball on the ground and run. You could see that by the two sisters here.
1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Swing and a miss. Got her. Well, I'll let you pick the player of the game. Can I give an honorary player of the game? You.
Thank you. Look at that.
No, let me tell you something. The throat was bothering you. It was one of those game time decisions. We didn't know. And the coach said, "Can you go?" And Kenzie gave the thumbs
yes,
up. So
I'm here.
Way to go. Outstanding. Really appreciate it.
Well, thank you. And thank you.
First pitch in for a ball.
You can see the fun that they're having out there right now. It's just they're really doing a good job of just enjoying the moment. A lot of these guys are seniors, and a lot of these players, this is the last chance they'll be playing for a Catholic League championship. And so you can see that they're having fun and laughing and goofing around out there.
Yeah, Palazzi with a big smile on her face. A big smile on her face. Part of it is they're up 5-0, are the Mercy Marlins. The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Jessica Nelson trying to get something going here in the 7th inning. Here is your payoff pitch. Got her. A dominant performance from Caitlin Palazzi, and she puts an exclamation point on it, striking out Nelson to end this one.
She was just phenomenal on the day, and that's exactly what she does. And when Caitlin is Caitlin, she is good, and she is hard to hit. And good job by Divine Child, really doing a good job of putting together some quality at-bats. Overall, it was a great season for Divine Child, and as they look forward to the state championship run now.
Yeah, nothing to hang your head about. I mean, you've got one of the best in the business, if not the best in the state. I mean that. And she went out, and as you mentioned, Kenzie, maybe the 2nd inning, I'll let you correct me if I'm wrong, you could see her kind of get into that zone, and you're like, it's going to be a long day.
Well, and that's the thing about Palazzi, and that's the thing about any really good pitchers. You got to get to them early, because once they settle in and they command the zone, they can do just that. And exactly what Palazzi did is she found her rhythm, she found her approach, and she found a way to get the players out. And she did it by using her entire arsenal with her rise ball, her changeup, and you saw her go in and out in the zone, and that just it makes her so good.
Your final score here, Mercy, 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Divine Child, no runs, 1 hit, no error. It was the Caitlin Palazzi show, no doubt, as Mercy wins this one 5-0.
You know, you got to give a lot of kudos to the Mercy hitters, too, though. One of the things is we know Caitlin's going to put up the strikeouts, and so they got to be able to do the offense, and that's exactly what they did. They showed up, and they had really quality at-bats against a great pitcher in Jessica Nelson.
All right, we'll come back and wrap it up in just a moment. Look at the kid cam out there right now. But we can tell you, Mercy comes away with a 5-0 lead. Some final thoughts when we come back here on the State Champs Network.
If playing college sports is your dream, don't wait for a college coach to find you. Recruit yourself. At Lawrence Tech, we're looking for student athletes. LTU competes in the NAIA with 24 varsity sports and athletic scholarships. Explore new degree programs like sport management, where sports meets cutting-edge education. Visit LTURecruitYourself.com and just fill out the questionnaire. It's that easy. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
And the Mercy Marlins.
Welcome back in as
Great game, girls. Congratulations.
the Divine Child get a look at the kid cam right there. The Falcons battled hard here today, make no mistake about it. As we have the trophy presentation out there, always great to see the athletes out there shaking hands and then lining up like this after the game, Kenzie.
Yeah, major kudos to both sides. They know each other, and they know each other well. And it was a really competitive game early this season. It was a great game this season, or this today as well. And so kudos to both teams. Really good job.
Yeah, they're going to have a trophy presentation out there. They're bringing in the signage. I'm not sure where the trophies are, but I'm sure they're down there somewhere. As they've got one trophy for each team, of course. And Mercy wins this one by a score of 5-0. Again, in case you're just joining us, 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors for Mercy. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for Divine Child. And Kenzie, I think it's safe to say Caitlin Palazzi would be our player of the game.
Yes, no doubt about it. And she's going to be somebody that Mercy's going to lean on hard as they go down this stretch. And she was just outstanding today.
Hansen.
Each player now
Zoe Ryan.
being recognized on each team.
Aaron Sullivan.
Nothing to hang your head about. And you can see the ladies down there from Divine
Morrison.
Child. They know that. A lot of smiles down here.
Mojiuski.
Great moment for them here in this Catholic League final. And this is a young team, as I mentioned. They have 3 freshmen on this team. And as I do a quick count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 returning players for next year. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and what a great opportunity for your softball career to know you're going up against the best in the state. And so kudos to them to go out in there and compete, and they did just that.
No
And
doubt
now the
about
finalist
that.
trophy will be presented to Coach Regina Dunn.
And Regina Dunn comes and accepts that runner-up trophy. Put that proudly in the halls at the school. And for Mercy, they're going to recognize this championship team. Don't forget, we have another one coming up in a few minutes. We're going to let Kenzie's
Your
voice rest, though,
2025
okay?
Catholic League champions.
The Catholic League
the
champions
Mercy Marlins.
from Mercy as they introduce each one of these
Ellie
players.
Heineke.
so cool to see each player get recognized like this. Make no mistake about that.
Anna
Memories that'll last a
McGavin.
lifetime, Kenzie.
Yeah, and when you talk to both the coaches, their mantra is really is we
Taylor
versus
Salini.
me, and so you can see that on both sides. So it's really cool to know
Charlie
that it takes
Lambert.
a team to get to a championship, and it's going to take a team
Avery
as they go on
Wright.
in the playoffs here soon. And so really good job for that we versus me
Caitlin
mentality.
Palazzi.
Yeah, there's Caitlin Palazzi wearing the
Lauren
number 16.
Miller.
So many players
Evelyn Miller.
stood out today on that Mercy squad. My
Meg
goodness
Kowalik.
gracious. And Chappitt got things going early, number
Vanessa
28.
Husband.
Some big hits across the
Sophia
board, though.
Chappitt.
Make no mistake about that.
Maddie Smith.
Once
And
again, a
Darla Sherry.
5-0 victory here.
And your
For Mercy.
championship trophy will be presented to Coach Corey Burris.
And this is always the big moment. Coach Burris comes out and accepts that trophy. Pretty cool. The girls come over and all want a piece of that, and rightfully so.
Congratulations, ladies.
How
Well-played
cool
game today.
is that? Kenzie, it was a pleasure working with you. Continued success to you, not only in state champs, but certainly
At this
returning two
time,
as well. Will you go pop some throat lozenges and everything?
Yes, thank you for doing this. This was awesome.
It's my pleasure. Really,
What
it
a
really
joy.
was. Best crew in the business. Thanks to all the guys out there. Robbie was our executive producer today. I never thought a guy that handsome could do work like he did today, but thank you, Ra. For everybody involved, my name is Sean Belegian saying your final score here from Varsity Field at Eastern Michigan. The Marlins from Mercy knock off Divine Child by a score of 5-0. So long from State Champs.
State Champs Sports Network is presented by Lawrence Technological University. You can play sports at the next level. Go to LTURecruitYourself.com today. State Champs Game Time Live is also brought to you by the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Catholic High School League is the largest Catholic sports league in the U.S., with 33 private high schools located throughout Southeast Michigan. Specs at LTU. Learn more about the one-year Media Arts Certificate program by logging on to ltu.edu/specs. Turn In 2 is the proud sponsor of the State Champs Softball Player of the Year Award.